those things really need the support of a professional counselor or something to help them to work through those issues. But from a lot of people, it's just, I was talking with a good friend today, and she was expressing how that she felt lonely and she felt disconnected from everybody. And I was sharing with her that oftentimes when we feel lonely or we feel disconnected,
right,
we think we need to get more exterior people back into our life.
right.
But what we really need is, if we're feeling lonely, if we're feeling disconnected, it's because of the disconnect between ourselves and us.
Yes, I agree.
And especially those of us who were raised and trained, and you and I have talked about this, Sonia, this is something we have in common, raised to believe that we are supposed to take care of everybody else.
Right.
And we put everybody else on top of the list of the never-ending list of priorities, and we put ourselves at the bottom.
Last, correct.
Last.
Yeah. And
last
then we
on
resent
the
them, right?
Yeah. And
we
then,
resent them for what we did ourselves. Isn't that
and then we wonder why internally,
and hopefully I didn't lose the call.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Hello? 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 I can hear you. Hello? Hello, hello?
There, I'm back. Sorry about that.
There you are. That's okay. Hey! Long time no see.
That works.
Where were we?
We were basically talking about techniques for people that actually are feeling that low self-esteem, no self-esteem, if you like, and what things would you suggest besides them going to either a personal coach or actually right now, what could you tangibly give them as an exercise to do that could start getting him walking in the right direction?
Imagine you have a friend, and this friend is constantly ignoring you, always puts you at the bottom of the priority list. If they're passing out cookies and there is 11 people in the room and there's only 10 cookies, you are always the one that doesn't get the cookie. Eventually, you are going to withdraw from that friend. That's what's going on within inside of us, within our inner child, if you will. And for many of us, our inner child has been neglected and abused and ignored and shoved to the back of the room for so many years that they've given up. They you know what? This guy doesn't care about me. He doesn't think about me. He always puts everybody else in front of me. He tells me that he's going to take me to the lake and have a day of just like me time. And then somebody will call and say, I need you. And it's like, oh, well, okay, forget you. I'm going to go take care of them. And when you do that over and over and over again, there is that disconnect. And that's what makes us feel lonely. That's what makes us feel like we can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely. It's because we're disconnected from ourselves. And so the way we resolve that is we reconnect with ourselves. Can you hear me? I can't see you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm trying to log in, so keep talking.
Okay. We set out to make a mission that we are going to become friends with self. And so how would you do that? If you had a friend or someone that you thought was really cool and you wanted to become friends with them, how would you do that? Well, you would spend time with them. You would let them know that you appreciate spending time with them.
Right.
If you knew that they really liked a certain dish, You might cook it for them if you were a better cook than I am.